RIIZE literally can't catch a break. But did Zerobaseone copy Stray Kids? And how did aespa's Karina's Apology make worldwide news? Also, when are we gonna learn to leave people's weights alone? All that and more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. Without further ado, let's get into today's news, because I woke up this morning and it was just thing after thing. It has been a drought recently, and then suddenly it's all coming. It just all came today. Listen, friends, we have a plagiarism accusation on our hands. Except it's actually a bit more funny than anything else. Now, to clarify, this is not a case of someone who is coming forward and saying, my work has been plagiarized. Let's tone it down a bit, okay? It's just some annoying fan posting similarities. Literally so rude. I have never and will never stoop that low. But let's take a look. So it's essentially similarities between Stray Kids and Zerobaseone content. So here we have it. ZB1's content that is interestingly similar to Stray Kids' setting. They're shooting the kind of drama story as a content from the parallel world down to the minor details in the setting. It's almost the same to the point it's fascinating. We love a good fascinating story. Let's take a look. So the first screenshot we have up above here is Stray Kids something star SKZ flicks. And then right below we have Zerobaseone's R season music drama. So, didn't Triple S also do something in a subway? How many idols have done stuff in subway? That's not a subway. A bus. A bus. I'm sure there are plenty of bus-themed videos like this, but we'll hear them out. At the very least, we'll hear this person out. So first of all, of course, the thumbnail, and then we have they're preparing for an audition. So I'm assuming the above is Stray Kids and below is Zerobaseone. I feel like Kiss of Life had that kind of theme for one of their music videos. Who else? Everyone's preparing for auditions. Didn't Vicha also prepare for an audition in their music video? Preparing for an audition, then face shots. My goodness. You'll be hard pressed to find a face shot in a K-pop music video these days, let me tell you. Okay, no, but we have bruised faces. Blackpink killed this AT's Rocky. And then playing basketball. AT's Fever something something. New Jeans Ditto. I'm so good at this. I should be writing these things. I don't know why I'm not behind them more often. You give me a minute in a music video, I'll find a similarity. A scene where they're passing each other the ball in the basketball court, and then ice cream. Oh, okay. No, listen, I get it. Sometimes you notice things and you're like, it's so similar, like the storyline, maybe they're inspired, maybe they're not. I don't know. You know, based on the screenshots, I'm personally not super convinced, but I would love to know what you think about this. But let's see what's being said about this. So from the thumbnail to the scene where they're looking back, the actions and setting compilations, it's almost copy pasted. I'm a Zeros and I believe that this is wrong. Why is the company gathering those plagiarism talks around my kids? Imagine finding it tiring to come up with something new for your own artist. Is this really showing any affection? Or do they think that the general public is that dumb that they won't notice this stuff? Oh, okay. I'm a stay and I just feel bad for Zerobaseone and Zeros. Wakwon is really worthy of their name. Zeros find strength. I don't really know what to say. Stay are already busy bashing on that company, but it's spilled all the way here now. Oh, I'm like, oh, I didn't mean it when I said I didn't believe it. Don't sway me with public opinion. I don't know the content of their video, but just looking at the thumbnail, the angle is indeed similar, but now looking at the content of the video, the fact that is so similar just makes me think that the company hates doing their job and probably finds it to be a burden. So they just ended up plagiarizing. I'm not bashing ZB1 nor Zeros, but the company, that is not okay. I'm a Zeros and even I'm speechless. That's so interesting. So these are some K-netizen comment compilations. Let's see what the comments on the comments have to say. 3 out of 4 things are literally just overused and normal things. K-pop plagiarism accusations always make me laugh. So, you know, it does make sense. That's the thing. Like, you know, when someone says like, here are the similarities, and I'm like, you know, yeah, they're similar, but not super. But then they make like a whole compilation. Like, it's more or less that like a lot of things are seemingly being copied. That's why it's raising some eyebrows. I can also kind of see that point of view as well. We do often see a lot of recycled scenes in K-pop. So is it really surprising if it were a coincidence, or is it not? Again, love to know what you think. Let's read a couple more comments. The members themselves chose the abandoned basketball concept because they were asked what they would do if they weren't idols. Ricky has been playing on competitive basketball teams since he was in the 7th grade, so I always wonder, like the person below, really? Do you have the source of where you got that from? Sometimes people will just be like, no, this idol literally said this, and you're like, that's so random and specific. Like, I'm tempted to believe you, but like, also, did you invent that? Because I would believe that too. Can we all love each other? These stupid fan wars is getting so tiring. These are such common tropes. Other artists have done them for years. A bus, basketball, ice cream, band auditions. This is not unique. So with all that, I would love to know what you think. Do you think it really is kind of suspicious at the very least that the concepts are quite similar? Or do you think there are just so many overused concepts in K-pop that inevitably some of them are going to overlap between groups? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Poor RIIZE, literally just rumor after rumor keeps coming out. Naturally, when rumors come out about RIIZE, and it seems there are so many, of course fans tend to be quite sensitive when these things come up, especially since Sagan went on hiatus and we haven't heard from him since. So when a rumor comes up surrounding RIIZE, it just really makes me think how far SM would be willing to go. Because at one point or another, you're going to have a group with no members if this is going to be your reaction every time. But again, these are just rumors. This is what people are posting. And there are a lot of people saying that these are edited, that this isn't true. We're just going to take a brief look at them. So first up, we have Anton. Now, what is Anton's alleged crime? Allegedly holding somebody's hand. Again, we're going to be using the word allegedly a lot because first of all, nothing has been confirmed. Second of all, you can't even see him in the picture. It's literally just like kind of like a cut off face. And I find it so funny because it, like, if somebody is going to know a K-pop idol, like their every single detail, it's gonna be their fans, right? So I've literally seen people say like, it's obviously not Anton because the arm length is just totally off. And like, I don't know why I'm like inclined to believe that. I'm like, you know, if someone's gonna know the length of his arm, it's gonna be you. Like, he probably doesn't even know the length of his own arms, but fans would. You know what I mean? Like, when I see Karina's arm length, I'm like, yes, that's about right, isn't it? It is. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I have a lot of people saying that it's edited, showing like, you know, different screenshots of a video where his arm is stuck out and saying that like that's how it was edited. But basically it's just a picture of a girl with an emoji covering her face and then someone beside her holding her hand. Apparently this girl is from New Jersey and this is prompting a dating rumor with Anton. So let's read some comments about the first picture in question. It's not about whether the picture is edited, rather whether it's actually him. No, but you can't even see his face on this, so there's no reason to believe this. And that account that exposed them is known for faking rumors. Seriously, the fans who really believe this should just leave the fandom. Who is this? Let people who want to believe it's edited, and let the people who don't believe not believe. Riveting advice. You can't even see his face at all, so only the bag is the same. Isn't this just someone else? It's not edited, all right. The comments here are so pitiful. It's not edited, but nobody can tell who this is. The arm length is totally not the same. So then we have down here, it's apparently Anton as well. Honestly, you can recognize the bag that Changyun brings around. That's his Korean name. But again, like, we don't have a face in the picture. This is irrefutable. Only the fans are the ones being delusional. Even seeing him outside 100 meters away, I can tell it's Anton. Okay. Is there only one of those bags in Korea? No, and they're not limited edition either. Do you think he's the only one who buys this kind of bag? It's indeed Anton, but it's possible that it's not his girlfriend. First of all, the egg account that released the picture is fake. Do you think Louis Vuitton only made one of those handbags? Please screw off. It's indeed Anton. Of course he can date. Why are people making such a big deal? But looking at the arms length, it cannot be Anton. Is the girl Han Sohee? Han Sohee does end up being in the picture sometime. We'll see that later. But the picture on the egg account on Twitter was really Anton, no? This is the bag that Anton was wearing in Paris. He received from LV. No. Is this bag that common? Even without his face and just the hair, you can tell it's Anton. That's what somebody is saying. So here's the bag in question. You guys are starting again. We're telling you it's not. Is the bag Anton? Since when did he become a bag? What? Don't feed the troll. Just keep on believing what you want. Is his name written on the bag? Just believe it then. Believe what you want. People trying to deny this are so funny. The fans are the ones who are writing business posts about how Anton's fingerprints are on the bag at the start. And you really think that any commenter would buy a bag like that? That bag is quite unique though. So I think it's understandable that people are like extra sensitive. You know, K-pop fans are already sensitive when it comes to things involving their idols, when it comes to stuff like this. But for RIIZE, especially, who already have a member on hiatus, it just brings up more sensitivity, I would say, regarding the subject. Here's another comment. Standing this group requires having nerves of steel. I feel like some trainee who was supposed to get into this group is kicking them off one by one. So that's just regarding Anton. Now that we have 3 members in the loop, we have 3 members being targeted right now. So we also have Eunseok in the news as well because of his alleged ex-girlfriend, who seems to be a broker between high-ranking people and idols, apparently, who also seems to be friends with Sohee. This girl, I don't understand. Like, I remember hearing about her so like a long time ago. I'm like, she must be really old now. There's no way she's like young enough to be hanging out with all these. I don't know. I'm really confused about this because I remember, surely it must have been 10 years ago by now with the whole TOP thing. It's so, how is she still, how? So essentially, Sohee's texts were leaked. Not the actress Sohee, the ex-trainee Sohee, who's literally just been like in the K-pop news for decades now, literally. Maybe not literally, but you get what I mean. So alleged ex-girlfriend of RIIZE's Eunseok said to be the broker for Sohee's idol dates. So this girl is known as the Only. She apparently tried to introduce Sohee to other idols by citing her family and saying that she would be a good connection for idols. She's claiming to be his ex-girlfriend, and apparently she was trying to get him to introduce Sohee to the other members of RIIZE. But again, like, isn't she like old as shit by now? Like, not to be ageist or. And then on top of that, it seems that the Only also was an NCT Jaehyun assassin. Fans exposed RIIZE's Eunseok alleged ex-girlfriend as assassin of NCT's Jaehyun. She was famous amongst the fandom. It seems that she pretended to go on trips with him, and people called her out, and then she was like, no, I never did that. So here's an apparent screenshot of her like pretending to go on a trip with him. Her account in the past with photos of her faking dates with Jaehyun. Here is somebody's statement about her. I'll tell you who is the Only. She's just a regular person who is assassin and faked her relationship with Chung Jaehyun. But I wonder how she really managed to date Song Eun-seok. So just how did she seduce him? There's so many who think that she is Taehyun's ex, so I'm posting this. She's not his ex and not a fan site master. She's just a regular person who faked a relationship with him. But I think she got famous off that thanks to the rumors that her and Jaehyun, that she really ended up dating an idol for real. Just how did she manage to seduce him is what I wonder. So the last member to really be dragged into this is Sohee, because there's this picture who has like 9 million views right now of him apparently kissing a guy's cheek. What are we implying? What is... Okay? I don't get it. We've seen idols kiss each other before, like on the lips before, like between band members. This is beyond me. But to be fair, I haven't seen any backlash towards this picture, more so people defending potential backlash against this picture. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you see more people defending an issue rather than seeing the actual issue to begin with, if that makes sense. So that's what's been going on with RIIZE as of recently. Of course, fans are incredibly upset about this, because I've seen a lot of people say that it feels like RIIZE is specifically being targeted, and to the point where Seunghan has literally been on hiatus for a while now. And of course, a lot of people wish for him to come back, but there's no confirmation of that as of now. So with all that, of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, friends, we have a Today in protest talks, this time involving Stray Kids Hyunjin. So what is going on? Let's take a look. So fans sent protest truck to call for protection of Stray Kids Hyunjin. Fans are getting serious. I can see that. So these protest trucks are apparently to call for protection and better treatment of Hyunjin. I want to read what these trucks have to say. Treat all artists fairly and create a team specially to support Hwang Hyunjin. Protect all your artists well. Protect Hwang Hyunjin. To the always soft Hyunjin, we will always be by your side. So I kind of saw a little bit of what this is talking about. So he was doing a live stream and people thought that he was previously seen distracted and teary on a live stream. Fans called out the company for mistreating the star. We have a list here, so we might as well read it. So Division 1's mistreatment against Hyunjin. Didn't tweak the case on 4th View Korea when he injured his hand that resulted in surgery. Constantly changed his hand cast within a month. Didn't post anything about his appearance on the radio show on their official accounts during Maxident era. Not even a single repost. Not suing, taking action against malicious comments targeted towards Hyunjin on Korean forum pages. Thousands of dollars have had to be spent to clear his name. No protection from harassment and threats on social media, bubble, and fans. Made him more stiff racing. What? Made him wear stiff racing boots for a stage performance, which was extremely dangerous, stylist issue. Gave him barely any screen time, lines, and unveiled teasers for the past 2 comebacks. Gave him hardly any scheduled promotions, such as TV variety shows that weren't OT8, Tingle interview, and Baby Cloud, YouTube only, radio show, audio only. X Twitter reposts from the official Stray Kids account are extremely slow, taking way longer, several hours than they should be. Counting down the hours. Okay. Cutting him out of physical comeback ads, video ads, no social media support, hardly any repost of a single interview of him on his IG story, lack of social media managers, barely any JYPE bodyguards and managers to accommodate him at the airport, only one of each. Had no posing time at his departure for MFW due to lack of space and staff, unlike his La Vacanza departure before his ambassadorship was announced. No personal stylist, no makeup nor hairstyling for his departure, and the Versace store visit during Milan Fashion Week. No personal photographer provided for solo events. No fashion film provided for him at MFW. Only got one from La Vacanza show before his ambassadorship was announced. The only member without decorations for his birthday live for 3 years in a row. A flight was booked on his birthday 2023. So here's basically a list of what people are mad about, and I'm sure it includes the live stream that kind of went viral. What was that live stream? I just remember him like looking to the side. Hyunjin. This was the other article. Netizens accused JYP Entertainment of forcing Stray Kids Hyunjin to do damage control. So basically he was live streaming on Weverse and he left the screen for some time. Then we could only see half of his face when he came back. Then it looked like he was looking at somebody else while he was speaking. So that's where we're at with today in protest trucks. Let me know. Do you agree with the protest trucks? Would you personally have sent the protest trucks? Let's talk about aespa's Karina's dating news. So naturally, when it came out that she was dating actor Eunseok, of course it's big. I expected it to be quite big news. But did anyone else expect her apology to go this viral? I mean, idols always apologize for dating. Maybe not always. People have like incessantly brought up Jennie's clear lack of apology or acknowledging of any of her dating rumors. But a lot of idols do apologize for dating, and I don't think they're like actually sorry for dating, but it's kind of something they do. I mean, didn't IU apologize? Didn't Joy apologize for dating? I don't think it's as big as people are making it to be, but I don't know. I'm willing to listen and learn. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments. But I feel like that's just like what some idols do. They're just like, hey, I'm sorry for shocking you with this news. Do you know what I mean? But not like I'm sorry that I'm dating. That's my interpretation of it, but I digress. The apology itself has gone absolutely viral, like the BBC on some Dutch news channel where my voice was used. I have to show you all of this. It was so random. Random as hell, guys. So netizens call aespa Karina's apology a national embarrassment after BBC coverage. I was scrolling innocently through TikTok and I saw the BBC coverage of this. I was like, great heavens. I mean, it is quite funny. I mean, is it funny? If you're like interpreting it as like an idol is apologizing for dating, then yeah, that's like super sad. But if you're taking it as, you know, it's just what idols kind of do. They're kind of apologizing to their fans for disappointing their fans, but not... I guess that kind of results into the same thing, doesn't it? I don't know. But first, let's actually read her letter. I haven't covered this on the channel yet, so here is Katarina Blue's letter and then the translation. Hello, this is Karina. Firstly, I'm sorry to have shocked you so much. I was late in addressing it as I felt I had to be careful since my Mize were very rattled. I know very well just how disappointed Mize, who have been supporting me all the while, were, and just how sad you must have been as you recalled everything we have talked about together. Because I know just how you feel, I feel even sorrier. Like, to me, this just sounds like I'm sorry I couldn't be the one to tell you. Like, I'm sorry that our relationship seemed so close as an idol fan relationship can get, and it came out of the blue. That wasn't funny. I've come to write you a letter in hopes that my feelings are conveyed, even just a tiny bit. The reason I'm writing this, even though I'm worried that I may be hurting you again, is because I want to sincerely convey how sorry I feel to the fans who have given me the gift of the warmest winter ever since I made my debut. In the future, I want to mend the wounds that Mize received. I have always been sincere towards Mize, and even now, each and every one of you are precious people to me. This might be too short to express everything I feel, but thank you for reading it. In the future, I will not disappoint Mize and will show you a more mature and hardworking side as I promote. Please watch over me. Mize, eat well. Let's meet in good shape. I'm sorry and very grateful. So here are some some comments about the international coverage of this apology. This is embarrassing. Oh no, our distorted fan culture has led to a national embarrassment. Shame, shame. Everybody made a big fuss asking her for an apology, lol. It's unbelievable that she wrote an apology letter. I feel sorry for idols, really. The Korean fans, lol. It's been so long since K-pop became global, but they still don't seem to grasp the fact that when something like this happens, it immediately disgraces the country. So I'm not surprised that she apologized either. I mean, people sent protest drugs demanding an apology. But what did surprise me is how big this got. Like, I definitely wasn't expecting that. Now let's check out the Dutch news that featured my voice. I was tagged in this. So this is Noos Jeugdjournaal. Jeugdjournaal. Geen alcohol, geen telefoon en geen liefdesrelaties. I was so confused. Okay, so this is like credit SM Entertainment. But wait for it, okay?
Fans krijgen, zeggen zij.
Apologize right away. Whose voice is that? I just thought that was so funny. Like, you can even see it like cut out at the top where like it's a short that I made, of course. And my face isn't in it. How disappointing. If not, we will show you how your album fare will freeze fall and your concert fees will be emptied out. First of all, I thought that was so random, but it's like really funny at the same time. But why am I reading it like that? Like, I'm giving it my all. Like, this is like an audition or something. Like, I am giving the attitude required. And your concert seats will be emptied out. I just wanted to share that with you. Karina's apology, it feels like it went more viral than the relationship news itself. So, of course, as always, let me know what you think. Let's talk about IVE Liz, because I'm getting heated already. First, people were ridiculing her for her weight, saying she gained too much weight. And now people are like, oh, but she's losing too much weight. Is that so? It's almost like we're never happy with anything. So people have noticed a change in her weight, and it's like becoming news. I always hate this type of news, but I know some of you are like, it's because you're fat. Okay, yes. You have eyes. Congratulations. We remember this picture going viral and people ridiculing her. And now people are acting surprised that she has lost weight. It's like, here's some comments. She looks like how she did during debut. She looks like how she was at debut. You've worked hard. Liz, I bet she was so stressed. When I saw the picture of her resisting the food she wanted to eat, my heart broke. Have we all seen that fan cam of them like at I was going to say hockey game. No. Baseball game, and like all the members are eating and she's the only one not eating, even if it's because she was effing cursed out. It's fascinating how idols don't get mental ill. How would you know? That's such a weird thing to say. How would you know? You don't know that. She was skinny to begin with, but it's so bittersweet that she has to be effing skinny to look pretty. My eyes are the ones that are problematic. Thanks for admitting that, but she's really so pretty. You worked hard. It's just because her face looks chubby. She was skinny to begin with. She could have been so stressed. Yeah, I'm sure all the comments were just lovely to hear. It's not that she's fat, but because people kept comparing her to the other super skinny members. Liz, whatever I say will be seen as busybodied. So you've worked hard. Just be healthy, because you have to sing for a long time. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are, Jesus Christ, people are always going to comment on weight. It's not something we can change, or it's always going to be something. But for people to like act surprised or like think that it doesn't affect people, like, it's so weird that idols can like get ridiculed for being fat and not get mental illnesses. And did you really say that? Enough said. Let's move on. Okay, so let's move on to our K-pop song of the day, which is Slow Motion by Matt Champion and Jennie. Now, when I first heard this song come out, I was like, okay, I don't really know who that is, but it's Jennie. We have to give it a go, right? So the song is quite short. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds long, but hey, I can't say that a lot of my songs and my liked songs are over 2 minutes, but it's okay. Actually, I also have been listening to We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande, and it's 3 minutes and 49 seconds. That's literally the longest song in my on my liked songs right now. But back to Slow Motion. So it's, when I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, the auto-tune is so much. Because let me play a snippet. She's not under YG anymore. I think we'll survive a copyright claim, unless who's Matt Champion under? Because like, I thought that was what the whole song was gonna be, and I was like, okay, like I see the vision, but maybe it's just not for me. Do you hear the auto tune? So again, I was just like, oh my God, is that even Jenny? Like, it almost doesn't sound like Jenny, but like, you have to understand the song. Like, you need to give it a chance because you have to understand the song. If you go into the song thinking like it's weird, there's so much, that's the point. It's like hyper poppy, right? So if you get it, then you'll get it. I actually really like the song, so I'm not bashing it up, but I'm just explaining that at first. I was just like, what did they do to her voice? She has such a beautiful voice, but like I get it now and it makes sense. Like, of course it sounds like Jenny, but it's such like a different vibe to Jenny than we're used to hearing, right? It's really slow, a slow burn, but wait for that chorus. I love it. I love it. I love the hyperpop elements. I love how it's also like quite slow as well. And just let me read you some of the lyrics. Driving upside down, you're my escape from reality. You know what you mean to me, 'cause I'm leaning all my weight, making my heart cry, moving in slow motion. So poetic. If I could stop time for real, would it make it any easier for you to love me? 'Cause you know I'm shy for you still, so bad that it kills, and I can't help but feel like we're moving in slow motion. Okay. This is actually my first time like reading the lyrics. Like, I've heard and felt the lyrics, but I've never read them. If forever was forever, I would never give you up. You're my baby, you're my love, even when we are in the rough. I remember when we met. Was it a blessing or a curse? Another memory I kept to keep you always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You know what you mean to me. I just love the, if I could stop time for real, would it make it any easier for me to love you? For you to love me? I'm gonna have to ponder that for a little bit. But anyways, that's our K-pop song of the day. Oh, Kpop Dream. I think I had a Kpop Dream. I think I wrote it down, but if not, don't be disappointed, okay? Okay, I did have a dream. This is so random. Hidden of New Jeans is blackmailing me about my dog. I really don't remember this. And an apartment. Oh, she was blackmailing me about my dog and apartment, and we were in the car with Honey vlogging. Why do I have so many New Jeans dreams? But I've been having so many nightmares recently, so it's my K-pop nightmare. Because the last one was also like I had a mystery haunted box, and I needed like a neon figure to be blessed to fix the box. And I'm like waking up so distressed, and then my day's like ruined. Literally ruined. I get so sad because these dreams just don't feel good. So I don't know. Do you have any tips? That's my dream. So Hidden was blackmailing me about my dog in my apartment. I don't know what that means. And I was vlogging with Honey. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with the friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me, and actually for you guys, my channel members and patrons. Depending on your tier, I'm about to do a music video reaction to Chungha's Eeny Meeny featuring Hyunjin. That's going to be so fun. So go ahead and join if you would like to see my reactions. As for me, I'm gonna get going. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!